back, episode 179 of Journey to a Million here on this Wednesday night. You may see if you're watching live or watching recording on YouTube. We have 4 folks tonight. We are blessed with having Bernie Vanden Heuvel joining the 3 of us, Zack Rausch, Jared Valleskey, myself, Drew Skyberg here on this Wednesday night again. So we're excited to have him. Bernie, how you doing? We love having you across the season of the NFL. So what's up?
I'm doing well. Just finished school, so I thought I'd hop on here without good, being distracted by homework and exams and stuff. Yeah, yippee, right? So exciting.
Did you win?
I did. I got a 98 on one of my finals, and I finished the class with a 99, so that was pretty cool. So that was neat. That was an experience that another class didn't do so hot on, but that's okay. It's all right. It passed. So that's all that matters.
For sure. Zach, what's up with you? Anything new? No?
Getting ready for tax season.
Oh, fun. We have our co-managed league.
That's life. Zach's life is just so exciting.
He's got golf in summer, Jared.
So fun.
3 rounds. Can you
Snow
ball 3 rounds?
Barely watches anything from January or February till August. No sports. All he worries about is golf.
All right, here's my excitement for the week.
Taxes.
My excitement for the week. When 9-0 in fantasy football.
There you
I'm
go.
4-0, so that's cool.
Across 9 leagues.
My goal is to beat someone
lost
specifically in this call
Oh,
in
you
the
play
Boston
this week?
Scott League. We do.
I-
It's gonna be a barn burner.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd watch out. He has the power though, Bernie.
Have fun with
Yeah, he might change your lineup halfway through. Who knows?
I don't know. I've got some injuries on my team right now that aren't looking too pretty, so we'll see.
My team's as healthy as it's been all year, so
Good luck, Bernie. We're rooting for
ready
you.
to go.
So
America is rooting for Bernie.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Actually, no,
seriously.
I have Bernie's first round picks. I really don't want him to win,
Oh.
but
You should be rooting for me, actually.
I kind of.
But for vibes, though.
No, I have Dustin's first. I have
You have
Mine-
You're crossing leagues, dude.
Dustin and Bernie's. Yeah, there'll be 3 mid
Dustin's
picks, and then
on the
Bernie's will be
league, so-
top 2.
You have that one
Who
for
is it
the
then?
JJ
It's
McCarthy
someone else.
trade, right?
I think that was it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And at the time, your team was good. I didn't think you'd be a top seed, but
Neither did I.
I knew
Boy,
Bernie's
was I
team was
wrong.
kind of
Yeah.
go. Bernie was just waiting. His time to shine. Year 4. Is it year 4? No, year 5 in the league already. Shoot.
yeah,
So,
Yeah. Time flies.
Nope.
I'll get the top pick in your league, Drew. I'll get the top pick there.
draft lottery. Jared keeps forgetting there's a draft lottery.
So stupid. Why? The
Keeps
one league I
forgetting.
actually did awful. I don't even
All
get
right,
the top pick.
who's the 101 this year, right? Before the
It
draft.
depends on the format, Zach. Dynasty.
For
it's-
Drew's league.
Our dynasty.
Who is the which player? What?
Is it Jeremiah Love?
What do you
Is it
mean?
Jordan Tyson?
Oh,
yeah.
you mean
Which player? Yeah.
actually?
I'm guessing it's
You
one
would
of
think.
those.
You would think Jeremiah
Super
Love
flex.
probably
I mean, Mendoza, if he goes 1-1, is gonna
overhyped. He's not
is
even better than JJ McCarthy. I'm
is
sorry.
going to get that kind of noise. I think maybe in Dynasty. I mean, I would of course say Love from the standpoint of the running. Usually the elite running back is going to go first, especially if we look track record guys. Right, look at the Bijans, Gibbs. If he goes in a top 10 pick, even Genti. Obviously, Genti hasn't been the way we necessarily wanted, but still has had that kind of buzz. So I still think that's going to be the trend that we're going to keep seeing.
I guess maybe I'm not up to date on Love. Is he top 10? Is he have a shot at that?
They were saying he's going to the Cardinals, probably.
I thought he was 20 something, in the 20s.
So
No,
keep
they
an
were
eye on
saying
how volatile
Cardinals,
the-
Saints, or maybe Commanders if they're not going to trust Krosky Merritt.
Chiefs.
It's a great fit. Chiefs, yeah, that could be a thing.
He'll be probably
There's
mid-
Titans. There's 5 teams that really need a running back, and we just basically named them all.
running back. They should.
Titans
Yeah.
wouldn't take one at
Big
first.
college
There's no way they would
Love,
ever.
Love is mocked right now between 5 and 10 right now, Zach. By the way,
Yeah.
so maybe a little higher than what you saw. To your point earlier in the season, Love was more of around a mid to late first talent kind of think, where we've seen those guys.
That's kind of where was it Mackay? It's not Lemon. I don't remember how to say it. It's not Lemon, is it?
receiver.
Lemon or something.
Yeah, for the USC. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's mocked now in between 10 and 15.
So Jordan Tice in the area too.
Tice. So right now, Tate's it's between those three. I mean, it's really hard to see until they do the combine. So I think it's pretty hard to kind of map those things up right now. But because how they test is obviously going to drive a lot.
If they test.
Also, if guys come out, I think Dante Moore out of Oregon's going to come out, but is Ty Simpson out of Alabama going to come out? Those are kinds of questions. Well, we'll know in the next month. So it's pretty hard to gauge right now because if those guys come out, play well, second come out, and then three if they test well, I think that's going to really impact their stock, as we say. Now, of course,
I would assume Love's not going to test at the combine. That would be my assumption, right?
Probably
if he's
not.
the clear top
He's
running
already
back,
a top 10 pick.
Why
those receivers, however, those three top,
yeah,
they could. It's hard to say all three of them. I think that's highly unlikely, but I don't know. I think that's a good kind of chill.
Is who is the top receiver? Is it going to be Jeremiah Smith?
One of those three. Nope. Smith's another year. Jared, 27.
Is he another year? Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't fully sure because he's he was really young.
Those three right now. Tate, of course, the Ohio State guy, so that's just going to get the name buzz. Yeah. But look, week 15, guys, come and gone. I think we got to start, Bernie. I'm sorry, I got to hit you with the Thursday night game, Atlanta, Tampa Bay. Kirk Cousins, he's back and he's doing Kirk Cousins thing. Kyle Pitts. This is what I waited for, guys, in Dynasty. This is literally all I waited
5
for.
years.
I finally got it.
Won me a league. Won me a league.
Got it.
So,
but
I guess a week.
You got to give me the down low on Tampa. What's going to happen? What are we doing?
Can they still get to 14 wins? Can they get there?
That'd be pretty challenging to get 14 wins now. Yeah.
Strength of schedule. Your take was, hey, they have an advantageous schedule. They should be able to win football games. And first half of the year, it ended up really working out. The offense wasn't clicking the same way it was last year, but to your point, it really kept momentum. And then furthermore, think about what Ibuka did. Baker was playing well, and now it's kind of just all faltered. It started with quarterback play, in my opinion.
I agree. I think that watching that Falcons Buccaneers game, the Falcons played awesome. I'll give them props to that because they looked like Kirk is looking great. Kyle Pitts looked great, the fifth highest scoring tight end game ever. That's pretty cool. Their defense looked stunning too. There was an interception later in the game that was just Baker probably shouldn't have thrown the ball, but the DB made a great play. But I mean, offensively, it looks like they're doing everything right. To me, it kind of looks like they're kind of playing like the Packers in some ways, where they're not playing very hyper aggressive. It's like they're playing to the level of their competition, which is a pretty infamous quote. I know when we played sports, but that just kind of looks like what they're doing to me. They're not doing anything bad, but they're also not doing anything good right now. So I think they just need to find their flow, and it helps that they got Mike Evans back, but they just need to find that flow, and hopefully, if they win the division, at least they get some momentum going to the playoffs. But NFC's kind of stacked. I don't know.
Can I start Mike Evans this week in fantasy or no?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, he balled out.
The thing that I saw when they played, I think it was against the Saints when they lost that game, weeks ago, even before then, I don't know what it is. I think I might have texted, you guys just saying Baker probably had 5 passes all game that weren't more than, or that were more than 10 yards. He looked like Phil Rivers out there.
I got better from Mike Evans, bro.
It should, but the shoulder injury he's been going through it could be still.
It just seemed like he's not taking any risks. He's not taking any chances. Not going down.
He can't connect with Ibuka downfield. That's good.
Yeah, so they're getting 5 to 10 yards every play, if even on a passing play, and they're going 3 and out, or they're putting up 10 points a game, 20 points. They just don't have that put away punch that they had when they were 6-0 or whatever they were, 6-1.
How much of that is Liam Cohen leaving? I mean, we see Jacksonville's offenses.
Well,
they're playing phenomenal right now.
Again, I think Liam Cohen. I mean, we talked about this a little last week. I think first-year coaches and the success, a lot of these coaches. It seems like part of the reason why they got hired is the ability to scheme the run. I mean, that starts with look at what happened with Ben Johnson in Chicago. Look what Liam Cohen's doing, and look what Liam Cohen did last year in that run game. I think the run games have been kind of key part here.
even outside the run game, though, Trevor Lawrence has progressively gotten better each game this year.
Yeah,
Well, let's not act
because
like
of-
last week we weren't saying last week that the Jags offense was like barely a top 15
Yeah, obviously, like
offense. You know,
I
it
think
was
this
one
week brought
great
it to
week
everyone's
that-
attention. But even you look at the 2-3 weeks before that, Trevor Lawrence played really well.
Even
The offense
excluding that,
played
yeah.
well, even outside of the one game against the Jets.
Yeah.
Gosh,
I guess they
don't-
did put up. I mean, I'm not saying against like the Colts, like they were a good team at the time, but like they put up like 30 something, almost 40 on the Colts, and yeah, it's impressive. Their offenses looked a lot better. Their defense looks good enough. I mean, if anything, they're underrated. People are saying like, oh, they're cuties or they're not going to go on a run. I could see them winning a few games in the playoffs, especially with like no competition in the AFC. Like you beat the Broncos and Patriots.
And this is gonna be the test. They're in Denver,
Who
Jared.
else?
I mean, like this is probably where they'd have to go if they make some kind of playoff and the matchups line up. This seems like a likely a road divisional game potentially, which would be insane. I mean, I actually kind of would enjoy that. I'm rooting for Jacksonville. I think that's a team I'd root for out of the AFC. I'm of course rooting for Buffalo for it to finally be their year. I feel. And I think the win against New England was definitely
They might
That
just do
defense
it.
is bad.
that defense is bad, but doesn't matter when you touch.
The last thing I'm going to say about the Colts, just because like I don't want to talk about them. Can we just like I looked at their schedule again. Looking at their schedule now, it looks a lot better than what people give them credit for. I mean, Jags Texans twice, right? That's 4 tough games. 49ers, tough game. Seahawks, tough game. Rams, tough game. Chargers, playoff team, tough game.
The AFC
Broncos,
West division was
tough
that was
game.
rough.
Yeah, that's 9 out of the 15, 14 games we've played.
Yeah,
I mean
they
that's
also lost like all those games except for 2.
Pittsburgh. We played Pittsburgh. They're a playoff team.
It's not that good.
Well, they're
They're
like,
fine. They're benefiting from a
decent.
horrible division.
Sure, but they're a decent team. Like people are saying the
decent.
Colts had a cakewalk to start their. I mean, we had a pretty tough schedule this year. Not gonna lie.
Their schedule's middle of the pack in the AFC. There's some tougher ones. Pittsburgh has a harder schedule,
ones, but it's no Patriots. It's no
it's not.
Bears.
It's
like it's
Out of those teams,
Yeah.
what they beat the Broncos, right? And they beat the Chargers.
Broncos,
They lost to
Chargers.
Pittsburgh. They lost to Houston. Lost to Jacksonville. Lost to the Rams.
They still play 3 of those teams that I said. They played the 49ers,
Yeah,
Texans,
they have
and
3
Jags.
games
Yeah,
left.
so.
That's what I'm saying. They won 2 of those games.
Texans or not Texans? Yeah, Chargers, Broncos.
So if you say you
Yeah,
go 2,
I'm not saying that they're a better
Definitely.
team than the teams I listed. I'm just saying we've played really good teams, actually, like better teams than I thought we'd be playing. Looking at the schedule before the year,
Yeah, I think it's totally a valid take, especially with how it's shaken out. The one thing I'm surprised with too of week 14, the biggest piece is right. There's only 19 teams left, guys. Now we have 13 teams eliminated, including the Chiefs, Dolphins, Cincinnati ended up going, and Minnesota as well. Once actually right before kickoff, they got eliminated. So kind of, I won't say there certainly are some surprises in there, especially how we were looking at the schedule, the teams for the year. I think it starts with the Chiefs. I mean, Bernie, where do you think Chiefs go from here? Again, wishing Mahomes a quick recovery, but with the ACL injury and kind of where we got Money Minshew last few games, I mean, where do they go from here?
I mean, honestly, I think you start Minshew, you try your best to stay competitive. I know there's some players on that Chiefs team who probably don't want to take their feet off the gas and try to keep winning. But I mean, I was talking to my dad about this. I'm like, their team. You look at the people on that team. It's not that bad. Like they have a pretty solid overall defense. They've got some decent receivers. They've got like Kelsey's getting older, but he's still okay, I guess. Not what he used to be. But you got Mahomes and like Pacheco and even Kareem Hunt played pretty decently. So I just don't know what was the issue with them. So I think it's more than just your players. I think it's kind of perhaps a culture thing at this point. Maybe they needed this loss. I think that you address some weaknesses here, but I can't see them, winning 2 of the next 3 games without Mahomes. So that's kind of tough. I think you just kind of sell for the draft at this point.
Part of what we talked about, Bernie, was look at the point differential. Zach pointed out, hey, plus 60. for a point differential for a team at 6 and 8.
I don't know if I like that though, Zach or
Aren't
Drew,
all
because
8 of their
the Colts
losses
point
by
differential is
multiple?
also
Yeah,
Colts point differential is also like plus 80.
but Jared, it's the beauty of one-score games, right? That's the point I'm making here.
Yeah,
You can win.
yeah.
Think about them last year. We're talking about
yeah.
the
If you
bailouts.
look, like Zach said, to Zach's point, if you look at them like week 8, like Mahomes was like MVP front runner. They were, still looking like a decent team. I might have said they weren't going to make the playoffs, kind of as a joke at the time, like, oh, they might not make it, but like, I guess there was some truth to that. I mean, people weren't thinking they would collapse like they did. You think they're going to beat the Jaguars, then they lose that game. Then you think they're going to beat the Texans, they lose that game.
And it was just they're all one-offs, right?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of like, oh, they got to win this week. They're not going to lose.
Oh, the Chargers at home, they're not going to lose that game.
And then they lost.
Yeah, I mean, watching that Houston game, like, they were down both of their starting tackles. That was a huge factor because it's
for
like,
sure.
Mahomes
couldn't
also threw
develop
like 2
anything
picks.
downfield. Well, yeah, but it's also you got to get the ball out in 3 seconds. Like there's nothing downfield, so
I hate
everybody's
that argument,
playing
though,
for
Zach,
a
because
10-yard pass. They don't have a run.
The Buccaneers were
run
without their
games.
linemen. The Buccaneers were without their guards and tackles the whole year. The Colts are without their guards and tackles the whole
The
year.
Chargers are out both tackles, Slater and all.
Every single team has injuries on their offensive
Look at how
line.
that's happened. Like these offenses aren't playing phenomenal football either. It's just
That's my point, though. Like, you can't say like, well, if they were healthy, they'd be a better
Yeah.
good. Well, they're not healthy, so like they're not. That's just how it is. That's just the luck they got this year. And maybe it is bad luck. That
Yeah,
they got
I'm
hurt.
just saying,
Maybe
like-
they still are a great team, but
when they
It's hard
got
to say.
down to like they needed to win games earlier in the year when they were healthy in order to survive
Mm-hmm.
this period against like Houston stuff when they were down people.
The games
They
they
lost
should have been able to
one-score
afford
games
to
early.
lose. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they get to a point where it's like you have to win and you're losing. Your 2 most important linemen. So it's
For sure.
yeah.
I mean, we kind of got to talk about Phillip Rivers. We kind of have to.
Did you watch the game at all? Did you see like any?
So
of his
I
highlights?
went back, Jared. I didn't watch the game because we had our game, of course, going on then. So
Mhm.
I wasn't following per se. I was following it, but I wasn't watching it. But I'd say after. I mean, Phillip Rivers looked his age. But I think at the same time,
Yeah.
he kept. I mean, he did his job. The interception at the end, we don't count. I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, no,
But
exactly.
his job was to not turn over the ball, to at least keep the offense in some sort of rhythm, and help put points on the board. And we knew it wasn't going to be pretty, but
I mean, he did
16 points on the board.
everything.
The last second
He
field
did
goal.
everything he could to keep us in the game.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. Our defense was great too last game. Didn't allow a touchdown, but then Jason Myers just didn't miss a field goal. 6 for 6 with like 350+ yarders. It's like
Crazy.
we kind of deserve to win that game with how good we played against them. It's just stupid that I
Tip
don't
your
know. We
cap.
hit a 60-yard field goal, go up by 1. It's like, yeah, we got this.
Blake
And then-
Groupie, or whatever, out of all people too.
Yeah. You
what's
guys like
the spread in
5-4.
the Colts 49ers game this week?
Good
Good
question.
question. I wish I had that
You
available.
guys, it's probably
I'm gonna guess
closer,
49ers
too.
minus.
So
Colts won't be favored.
no, Colts aren't going to be fair. I'm going to guess 49ers minus 5.5.
5.5. Where is it?
It's in Indy.
It's in Indy. Be fun Monday.
Zach,
night.
Drew, you're pretty damn close. It
They're
was
saying
49ers minus 6.5.
Okay.
So they're
It
saying it's a
it makes sense. And as
point.
much as
Does it make sense though? I would say like 2.5, if anything,
Really?
for 49ers.
Closer.
I'll tell you what, Jared. I wish your Colts defense didn't let Myers hit so many field goals, 6 of them against them, because I played them in one of our fantasy leagues. He scored 24 points against me. That was awful.
probably knocked you out. Did he knock you
Colts
out? Or no?
defense did not
Yeah,
allow a
I was
touchdown.
the
Great.
highest scoring
And
team in that league, Drew, and I was 9-5.
That's fun
Mm.
always.
Yeah, that was
What they
great.
say, Bernie. You know?
Yeah,
That'll be us in our co-managed league. Both of you. I have co-managed leagues with Bernie and I, and then
Scored 180 and we won by 4 points.
that was a treat.
Trey McBride.
Trey McBride carried. Now Rashee Rice better lock in with Minshew.
Zach,
Well, he
also,
better
Zach
play.
needs to stop talking when the game is going on. Zach goes,
Yeah.
It's
oh,
like
we're
the
going to win the
third
co-manage.
quarter,
We'll
he
be
had, like,
fine.
3 points. I
2
was like,
plays later, DK
DK
catches
touchdown.
a 20-yard
I saw that. I
touchdown.
was
Like,
like-
oh, now we're up by 4. Cool.
And then
Wow.
Bernie and I played maybe the best team ever assembled in a league, in the Vampire League. So we're toast, guys. I mean, like
you
we
want
are.
to hear the roster that they have? We're playing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you read your roster first, who you play, and I'll read you who I play.
Well, our roster or their roster first?
No, just read their roster, Brady.
Okay.
It'll-
So they have Dak Prescott, McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Puka Nakua, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Jake Ferguson, Jamar Chase. Sorry, I started on Njigba. I don't really know how to pronounce it very well.
no, not Lafayette. That I'll go to Stevens.
Jamar Chase, CD Lamb, and then for defense they have Carson Schlesinger. They have who's this? Jack Campbell, Zach Bond, Jordan Brooks. They also on the bench have Drake May, Nick Bolton, Tyrell Dodson, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Rashee Rice, and Dalton Kincaid.
They're
Isn't this
benching
football, dude?
Saquon.
It's best ball. So Zach, I mean, we're done. I mean, it's Vampire
I mean,
League.
we
So
kind of play. We kind of play the same team.
team
not gonna
plays
lie.
insane too.
I played JT, Bijan, Puka, JSN, Kittle, Rashee Rice, Tony Pollard.
Is that
This
10
a
team though,
12-team
Jared?
league.
Yeah,
12. This
We're
is
in
a 12-team
Wow.
league.
How?
Yeah, he made trades and people just gave him. I don't know. I don't know how. He has JT, Bijan, Puka, JSN, and Rashee Rice, and then George Kittle as his tight end.
Redraft Dynasty.
Redraft.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, his team. He's the 1 seed. He's 10-4. He
Is it
lost
a
4
money
games
league,
somehow.
if I may ask?
$25. Yeah.
Oh my, get
Kittle,
me.
maybe he got.
I mean,
off-
he
in that
drafted.
league, Jared,
He drafted. He drafted Bijan first, and he got Puka. He probably. I don't know how he got both. And then JSN was later, and
Puka
JT.
could,
He
like,
must have
Puka
traded for
was
one of
end
them.
of the first, early second. So if he
Yeah, if he had a
dropped
late
a little
pick.
bit,
Yep.
yeah, he
And
could
then
have
JSN was probably
third.
third. JSN was probably a 3rd-round pick.
Crazy.
Kittle, he could have
Kittle was
got.
probably
I mean,
4th.
no, Kittle was going way.
Kittle was going weirdly late.
He
Yeah.
also
Okay,
coulda
so
got him,
JT
like-
could have been in that area somewhere.
JT would have been.
I mean, it makes sense, but like, it's just crazy. It's stupid. And my team, he has Jackson Dart as his quarterback. My team, I got Lamar, Hampton, Jameson Williams, Zay Flowers, Pittman, Bowers, Pitts.
You're done. See
Like,
ya.
Yeah, you smoked.
I mean, I'm
Your team's
one of
going to
4 teams
Cancun,
left.
Jared.
That guy just hit on.
Flights are
all
already
the-
booked.
120. He's projected 158.45.
It's over.
Like, what
It's over.
do I do?
Just-
Well,
if there's defenses, pick up a good defense for next week for
Yeah, there is.
the third
He's
place.
got
game.
Jags defense. I got Eagles against Washington. So
how? Okay, we got to talk about the Packers, guys. I mean, we waited this long. Look, the game itself, the outcome's not great. I mean, from win-loss standpoint, of course. I mean, you were up 2 scores second half, but the biggest loss that day is Micah Parsons. Unbelievable. It's sad. Wish
you guys are acting like they lost their best offensive lineman, defensive player, receiver. Like, come on.
What I saw is that they lost, who was it, Zach Tom, they lost Quay Walker, Christian Watson, Micah Parsons, Evan Williams, Elton
Tomo.
Jenkins is still out.
Marshawn
Kraft
Lloyd's
is out for
out
the year.
officially for the rest of the season.
Oh, dang it.
Another one.
But
Look.
yeah, that's tough. I was watching that
What
Parsons
happened to
game.
Quay Walker and Evan Williams?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, they were more. I mean, their injuries that weren't really talked about, Zach, but they came out after the game. It was more of day-to-day things than week to week.
Oh.
It sounds like.
Yeah.
But
Zach,
their
Tom
status still
did-
for Sundays.
Zach Tom did day 2.
Sorry. What?
Zach Tom too. Right,
I didn't see an update on Tom. Did anyone? I'll get the Packers injury. I haven't
I
really
thought
played
they were
close.
all out for the season. I was like, what happened? I
No.
thought they were all. I thought they all
They
played
got struck by
Sunday.
lightning or something. Like,
Yeah.
So, for example, Zach Tom did not practice yet. He did not practice today. So keep on game Saturday again. I'll mention that. So if they don't practice tomorrow, that's going to be pretty concerning from a game standpoint. Evan Williams also did not practice today. Wicks didn't practice, by the way, on Tuesday. He's back limited Wednesday. It sounds like Watson might play, guys, which is good.
Yeah, he's limited today.
Yeah. So I think those were the ones that I was like, okay, good. But did anyone else notice? Yeah, I was kind of mentioning this, like, okay, for our co-manage too, but I was talking to people today about this. Jacobs is actually, he has not practiced yet this week.
He didn't
Which-
last week either.
He didn't
Did
last
not,
week
but-
either.
But
Yeah.
the talk with the additional screening and whatnot made me a little concerning on the knee ankle. So
Well, if he
that's why I
doesn't
was
play,
like-
we're cooked. We're gonna have to start
we're starting
Chuba
Spears.
and
Spears.
If him and Rice are out, we're playing for third place.
We can
without-
take Brooks off of our taxi squad and start Taj Brooks.
The Taj Brooks guy. Well, thought I was. It's not really working out right now. But
Good kick returner.
yeah.
I'm against
yeah.
Puka in like every league this week, by the way. And
Yeah,
Bijan.
Adams out.
and Kittle.
Ooh,
Oh,
Tyler
That's for you,
Warren.
Jared. That's for you, Jared.
Ooh.
I'm starting, guys.
Ooh.
Call me crazy. I'm starting
You pulled
Colby
that and buy
Parkinson
it.
over Tyler Warren this week.
You're crazy.
Drew is such a sucker for one good week. He just thinks that they're going to do it again.
No, I
He's
think
been good,
matchups-
but it's
Sure.
all tough stuff.
With Warren,
Huh?
well, I'm just saying with Warren, I
Is
don't
that
know what my
Cooper?
upside is. His quarterback can't throw the ball.
Well, Warren didn't get targeted much last week. He had a few catches.
Did he have 9 targets?
A target is
He's
just
two
a
catches
throw in the
for
direction of him.
19 yards, Jared. He was horrible last week.
Parkinson
19
without
yards on one
Devontae
catch there.
Adams, Seattle.
Well, then he
Ride
had
the Seattle.
no game then because pretty sure he had 2 for 19.
Look, yeah, no, I want to talk more about the Packers. Their ceiling. So, do you all buy the narrative that okay, this injury, like this is the media talk right away, and I don't really know if it resonates well with me. Is well, I heard this on like Sunday Night Football. It was this football team's ceiling now is they can't be a Super Bowl winner team now. Now their ceiling is just like last year. They're gonna make the squeak in the playoffs and might win a playoff game, but divisional's their ceiling. Like
Their
I think
offense.
it's crap. What?
Their offense has to play well. I mean, if their
Yeah,
offense
yeah.
can play as they have the last 3-4 weeks, I think they still have a shot. But we need the defense to play like they did last year. Then, and, I don't know. The concern is they're not going to be able to get a pass rush.
Which obviously is crucial and a big part of the game. But so they're right now 6th still in odds from a Super Bowl standpoint. Bernie, how you feel on this team? Like, so the teams ahead of them are Philly, Buffalo, Denver, Seattle, and LA, the Rams.
I think it's totally appropriate to rank almost any team above them right now because we haven't seen them play without these guys. And I
Sure.
think, you could put them really wherever you want. I feel like I agree with what Zach said. I look at their offense and all the potential's right there. Christian Watson, I haven't seen anything like the Hillbill for a long time. I've seen like maybe it's just like a short injury.
Might play.
I've seen. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think the offense could be everything it needs to be. I mean, they've been putting up tons of points recently. Maybe just be a little bit more consistent with the ball. Whatever. Like, I don't mind that. Defensively, that's where it's iffy because like didn't Nate Hobbs also get hurt? Like I don't really know what their identity is going to be without Parsons because Van Ness needs to play a lot better.
Gosh,
Rashawn Gary needs to step it up. I haven't seen much from him in 10 weeks.
I mean, we saw
So-
pretty much this defense last year without Parsons, right? It's
Enig Bari's got to step up too. I think that's going to be another piece from it.
And
Yeah.
it's tough
Packers
because
were good before Parsons got traded too, though. I mean, they were fine.
So,
it's not gonna
I
be
think-
like-
the way they're going to win is, I guess, again, they have a ton of great players. They're going to win through coaching and game plan. And that's kind of what you have to, I know you have to put your faith in your coaching at this point. And if they're going to lose, it's probably going to be
Brad
because they
said
get all
that.
coached.
Someone said if you guys believe in the coaching and believe in Jordan Love, like they'll be fine. That's basically what it is.
I mean, that's the 49ers right now. You believe in Shanahan. You believe in Purdy. I mean, we'll just take the 49ers have had more injuries, I'd say, than the Packers. But actually, it's hard to say now. I mean, it's probably more debatable. But if you think about kind of the impact of the positions that both teams have, Warner and Bosa for San Francisco, along with that receivers, right, Ayuk, and then obviously we've seen Kittle in and out and whatnot. Think about what the Packers have. Kraft, I mean, we mentioned, losing Kraft when they did, too, explosive tight end, losing Tom potentially now, from a week to week standpoint, but just the impacts both teams have had, and I was San Francisco for a longer time, but Green Bay's got to be able to pull off what they did to make the play. And right, there's still a scenario they can clinch this week, guys. So just got to beat Chicago.
I wouldn't be surprised if their offense becomes more aggressive too, in order to compensate for that defense. Like maybe they start driving the ball down the field further per average per play than what they have been, just in case they actually do need more time because their defense can't hold up. So I have a feeling that they may be more aggressive against the Bears, but who's to say? We have no clue.
I mean, against the Bears is probably, I guess, I don't know that the Bears are probably a good matchup for it, right? Because you want to, like, you're focused on the run against the Bears. I don't think that is going to be a huge downgrade. Obviously, you're still losing Micah Parsons, but I think that the biggest loss is going to be the pass rush.
Yeah,
So
that's
they're
why
going to be good against the run. As long as they can contain Caleb Williams in the pocket, I mean, I think they can still get it done this weekend.
Let's just sign
Also,
JJ
Zach,
Watt.
for your information, it was 3 catches for 19 yards, a long of 17, and then 2 catches for 2 yards total. So
how many
Either way,
targets?
you put up many fantasy points on my fantasy team,
6
so
targets.
Oh, 6. My bad.
Yeah, he had like 4.9, whatever it was.
Bust.
yeah. Also, do you guys play ESPN leagues on their app?
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I have
too.
one.
Does it bother anybody else that they round everything to 5 yards?
That's just
Like, how come if they get 19 yards, I get 1.5 points? Let's make it 1.9. It's not that hard.
I've never ran into a problem with it in a matchup on there, but when I do it, I will.
Am I stupid? That's never happened to me.
Oh, that's a league setting, Zach. Actually, that's
Yeah.
that's a league setting.
That's not
Sorry.
my league.
I
Well,
wanted
it's a league
I've never had
setting,
that.
I like that.
Yeah, so bring it up to your commissioner. It sounds like the commissioner in that league has some interesting
Well, that's
settings,
like
to say the least.
Yeah, no, 20.3, 10.8, 13.1.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's just your league.
Stupid.
Unfortunate.
Is Woody Marks playing this week? Or do I have to start like Spears or Pollard or something?
Woody Marks sounds like he might not play. Ted might not play. That's another big one, guys. I know we're obviously recording on Wednesday, so this isn't helpful
What am I
for
supposed
anyone.
to do? Pick up like Xavier Legette or something? Like, what am I supposed to do with that?
No,
That
I'm
happening?
just telling you. Pivot from
Coker.
I
Ted.
know.
Coker. Yeah, Coker's the move.
You picked me last week.
So, okay, back to the Super Bowl, guys. So, like, those top 6. So, I think, well, big change. There's big changes, actually, week over week from an odds standpoint. Obviously, Rams still lead the way. But the big thing was kind of where the new teams insert. I say, like, Buffalo, after that win against New England, got a nice boost, as well as kind of where Philly's at. A little surprised Seattle's second in the odds. I think you all would agree on that. So it's plus 360. So again, Rams are still front runners, but plus
Well, if they beat the
700 is
Rams
Seattle.
tomorrow. They're the
Plus
1 seed,
850
so.
is Denver and Buffalo. I mean, I personally, I think Buffalo. Even with the concerns, I'd say Buffalo over Seattle, and maybe that's crazy from a
I
Super Bowl
think Denver over
standpoint.
Seattle for sure.
Denver over Seattle, no question. Look, I mean,
Why though?
I'm
Why?
big into quarterback play, Jared. From a
What's wrong with Seattle?
Look at Seattle's offense. A few weeks.
Seattle's offense has been stagnant the last 3 weeks, Jared.
Against Atlanta, they
I
put up like 6 points in the first half or something like
Their
that.
defense is awesome, but
Yeah, and the offense can't put up.
I don't know. I
points.
just watched them play, and
Kick 6 field
I
goals.
saw just
no
yeah. I
touchdown.
mean, that's credit to the defenses they're playing too. Like the Colts defense had their best game of the year by far. Like they were stepping up, they were getting sacks, they were getting tackles for losses.
Seattle's done that
They had
straight
no
weeks
run game.
weeks in a row against different
Well,
defenses. They
You can
weren't
say
good
that
against
about the
Miami
Vikings
either.
last year with Sam Darnold. Like they kind of felt stagnant.
yeah,
towards the
I
end
feel
of
the
year.
same way, Jared. They're going to probably
But
lose
you're
first
saying
round.
because I asked you earlier, what's different this year about the Seahawks, and why don't you feel the Sam Darnold effect this year? And you guys were saying, nah, this team's way better. Their offense is better. They have the best defense in the league. They could easily make the
Does
Super
not
Bowl.
sound like something we were saying.
I would never say
You
that.
said they had a
Jared.
top
Look at
2
me and-
defense. You said you
me
had
and
no.
Gordon
You
back
said-
then.
Defense, yeah.
You said, I mean, you were talking about JSN. You were talking about how they have enough weapons around Stafford to do it this year.
Oh, it's Stafford, yes.
Yeah,
Not Darnold. No
Yeah.
way.
Sure, I've said the opposite. That's one of the things I hate about that team is they have one weapon on offense.
We need to go back and look at that other recording then, because I swear to God, you said
Well-
that they were a contender.
I hate the offense.
Let's
There's
pose
no
this
way
to
to
Bernie.
do about it.
Bernie, how do you feel about a team with subpar quarterback play and their odds of winning a Super Bowl? That's been a big debate this year. Like, we think teams with
Subpar quarterback play who was in the
quarterbacks,
MVP
like-
conversation up until 2 weeks ago.
like
Yeah,
a quarterback
subpar.
they would get from a team that got cut last year and then comes
Average
in
quarterback play.
like average, like an average quarterback. Like how do you feel like a team's Super Bowl ceiling is affected by that? I think it's a big deal. But
Jimmy G, and he got to the Super Bowl.
It depends on the team that you're surrounding yourself with, because you look at someone like Nick Foles on the Eagles. he average quarterback play. But the thing is, it depends if are they average but they do their job, or are they just average but you need them to be more than average. Because I think that's where kind of you need to draw a distinction.
Average without like a super team, like the roster around them isn't top 2 in the league.
Then I would say that's a pretty big deal. I think that their odds aren't as strong, but it also depends on, again, like if you have someone, if you're speaking about like someone like Sam Darnold, you look at JSN. There's times where he can go off. Doesn't really matter who you play against for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like, is that the quarterback at that point, or is that you just going, hey, he's down there somewhere, just let it fly, So, I still don't think it's. You have a way less odds than if you have someone like Stafford with that team that he has run on offense at least.
I've
seen teams with one legitimate weapon. I mean, you probably have to go to the Rams with Cooper Kupp, right? Where you have one huge weapon, and
Drew
that's
Brees with Michael Thomas.
Everyone else's.
That team didn't win a Super Bowl though.
Yeah.
Eli Manning with
Probably
OBJ.
With the Rams.
That team didn't win.
They didn't win
with
the Super
OBJ.
Bowl.
Well, who did Eli Manning win with?
Victor Cruz.
A balanced team with a good defense.
Victor Cruz.
Yeah.
So
it's probably Stafford and Kupp, right?
Yeah.
But Stafford.
But even that team had some pieces.
You
too.
could say Matt Ryan and Julio. I know they lost in the Super Bowl, but you could say
Matt Ryan won MVP.
The run game was great that year too.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't say quarterback play. You're just saying one weapon on offense. So I'm just giving you options of.
Yeah, I'm saying a run game is a weapon. It's like you look at Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. Is that? Are you saying that's
not good? No.
Yeah, it's you can run the ball.
It's a good run game.
Run game is decent, but it's not.
Credit Clint Kubiak too. I'd say the offensive coordinator change there has made a huge difference on that. But I don't. To Zach's point, that's not going to be one. Yeah.
I'd rather have a great defense and a subpar offense than a great offense and a subpar defense. Defense is just more important.
Bills or Texans
stops can lead to touchdowns,
which obviously the head went in Texans' way, but that's probably the example of teams you're talking about, Jared, right?
Yeah, honestly, I'd feel more confident. I mean, in the playoffs, probably with the Bills, just because they've been there so many times and they've gotten close. But I would also say, if I watched both teams play and I saw that Bills defense play the way it has all year, and the Texans defense play the way it has all year, odds have to favor the Texans because they just don't allow points. The Bills have been struggling up until last week. They still give up 30 points.
They got Josh
That
Allen.
defense isn't good at all, but they have a great offense. Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, if you look at say right now, who's Seattle going to play? What is their path to the Super Bowl? Right, their first week they play Tampa, probably, right? Tampa, Carolina, whatever. That's probably an easy game, right? I think they can get that one. Mm-hmm. The next week they probably end up going to the 1 seed, so they either go to LA or, I mean, it's probably going to be LA at this point, but and if they get to the championship, say they play Philly or I don't know if Green Bay makes it there and Chicago, whatever. Now, do you think they can win all 3 of those games?
The only challenging game would be against LA, I think. I mean,
well,
so I mean, here's the thing. I think all 3 of those teams can put up probably 20 points, right? That's not a huge offensive game for any of those teams, but do you think that offense is going to put up that many points every game?
I think the Seahawks versus Bears would be a bad matchup.
Yeah, I think it would be too, but
gosh.
I'm curious.
The assumption would be my assumption is the Bears don't make the championship, but I mean it's.
Yeah, you guys have me thinking the Seahawks defense is bad.
No, Seattle's defense is a top one.
Or offense. No, their offense. 37 points, 26, 30.
There's some defense and special teams in there, Jared. They've got a lot.
44, 38, 27. 35, 44.
But Jared, the Vikings had some moments like this too. Obviously, they had the big one scores, but they had moments where the offense.
Comparing this to other teams, though, it just.
Jared, look at the quarterback. The quarterback is the most important position.
I understand it's the same quarterback. I get it, but just because it happened last year does not guarantee it to happen this year.
But he has already shown you this year stretches of where it's been subpar to below average in moments.
You mean one game?
No.
What stretches has he shown?
Jared, even in the games that you're seeing these big point totals, if you watch how he's been playing, when they take JSN out of the game, and there's been some where it's half. What?
The defense.
Why would they do that?
If they take
Why would
defense
Giannis
takes
come out of
JSN
the game
out
in
of
the finals? Oh, okay. I thought you meant like
No.
if he's not playing, it's like
Seattle's going to take him out. They want to make it harder.
Well, it didn't make sense. That's why I was asking. It didn't make sense.
I'm just we're worried if Sam Darnold gets pressured, which Charles Cross is out for tomorrow night's game, so that already could be a nice that could be. We'll see how it looks for Seattle. If he gets pressured, that's already a problem. But also if they take JSN out of the game, that's been.
You say that like it's so easy. Like they didn't try to ever take Antonio Brown and Julio Jones out of the game. That doesn't happen to top receivers. You can't just take
70
Puka
yards
out of the game.
70 yards is still taking him out of the game with how great of a player he is.
He averages like 90 or 95. He's probably going to put up 95 to 100.
Jared, so one of their games against Minnesota, right? They blew him out. It wasn't even close. Right? That was one of the point totals.
Darnold was terrible in that game.
That was like 26-0. There's been 44s. There's been 38s.
26 to 128 yards. You can't say any of that is him.
Since their bye week, they played 7 games. Since the bye week, they played 7 games. He's only thrown over 2 touchdowns in 3 of those 7 games.
Well, how many games did they win out of those?
Well, he threw 4 picks against the Rams. That was one of their losses.
That was a bad game. Yeah, that was. And they only lost by 2.
So where's the Sam Darnold love coming from, Jared?
Last year. I mean, I don't understand. This is what you guys do. Bernie, you're not in this because you're not a hater like they are. But what you guys do is you're like Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, I don't even know who else.
We'll be right 95% of the time.
Yeah, no, because what you say is, okay, wow, these quarterbacks are playing amazing. Oh my God. They haven't done it in the playoffs. They're going to choke. Yep, not going to happen.
We'll be right 95%.
No matter how good they play. They could play MVP-type caliber seasons, and you'd be like, nope, it's still Sam Darnold. He's going to choke in the playoffs. No way in hell he ever wins a game in the playoffs.
Eventually, once you go against 3 teams that made it to the playoffs, they're obviously good teams. It's
okay, so because they made it last year means that they can't. That makes no sense, Zach. The Texans made the playoffs last year. That guarantees whoever they play, they're just going to beat.
No, what I'm saying is Seattle makes the playoffs, right? In order to win the Super Bowl, they have to play 3 or 4 games against other teams that made the playoffs. So their opponents are going to be good teams in all of those games, right? So at that point,
throughout the year,
what?
Teams that they've beaten, like the 49ers.
Unless you have an Avengers squad, like Jimmy Garoppolo, when he made the Super Bowl, that 49ers roster was loaded everywhere, right?
Their defense was great too, wasn't it?
Yeah, but their offense was loaded too, so that
their offense was better than Seattle.
And McCaffrey, Kittle, all these guys around him helped them that much.
Well,
Darnold doesn't
they made the
have
playoffs
this.
year after year after year without McCaffrey too, though.
They still had a phenomenal team around them, though, is what I'm saying.
They had Elijah Mitchell and Deebo Samuel and
Deebo was awesome that year. Yeah,
Mitchell had a pretty good season
either
too.
Way, those Seattle doesn't have the weapons where Darnold can just do his job, and for 4 games the offense does enough.
It's not one of those teams, Jared. I mean,
the offense doesn't have enough there. JSN.
Why am I feeling stupid right now for believing in the Seahawks, who are a borderline number 1 seed getting a first round bye?
I believe.
Why are you guys making me feel stupid? You're making me feel stupid for saying the Seahawks are a good team and they can win the Super Bowl.
They're a good regular season team, Jared.
They can win the Super Bowl, but how likely is it that they do win the Super Bowl?
If they actually got a say they get the 1 seed. Say they win against the Rams tomorrow. Say they get the 1 seed, right? Okay, second round they probably play either the Rams or they'll play the Eagles, whoever it would be. I don't know.
It's going to be the Rams or the 4th seed. Carolina.
So what's going to tell you, seeing that they just beat them 3 weeks earlier, that they can't do it again?
And they also lost to them 3 weeks before this week
by 2, and Sam Darnold had 4 picks. They only lost by 2. With
See,
that
now it's okay because it's a hell of.
I'm just saying. I'm saying if they do it once, they can do it again. So if they beat them in this week, they could beat them in the playoffs. Cool. Then they're a game away from the Super Bowl.
Then they play Philly.
And they beat the Eagles.
Got to do it
And
again.
Philly would be favored in that game, Jared.
And then they got to play whoever wins the AFC. They got to play Denver. They got to do it again. If they play Denver, I mean, they're probably scoring under 17 points.
Yeah, because Denver's defense is so good, right? The Packers didn't just put up 30 on them. The Colts didn't put up 30 on them. Denver's defense is so good. Come on.
Their defense is good. The Packers just, I mean, they were able to.
Zach practices hypocrisy way too much.
Hypocrisy.
Dude, the Colts offense at the time that they played Denver and the Packers offense right now is better than Seattle's. Without a doubt in my mind.
I hate your at the time takes. It's the same players on the same team playing the same game.
Right now with Phillip Rivers,
at the time takes.
They're not with Phillip Rivers playing.
The Colts could still win a game because they have the same team except an injured quarterback got replaced by an old quarterback. Like,
sorry, I'm still laughing about the hypocrisy. It's an inside joke. Jared knows how to pronounce it.
It is. Hypocrisy. Yeah. It's just, Zach, you can't say when the Colts beat the Broncos, they weren't a good team.
Like, I'll leave them out of this. With Phillip Rivers, that
the
offense
week 2 thing
probably isn't better than Seattle's.
I know it was a week 2 thing, but guess how many losses they have on the year?
2.
What do they have, 2?
2.
Yeah, and the Colts were one of them. That's still an impressive win. You're trying to underplay
We're not
a
talking
big
about
win.
the Colts wins.
We don't care.
No,
the Colts aren't going to matter in 2 weeks.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything about that.
They gave up
I'm not saying anything about that.
Whatever it was.
I'm saying that if you beat a good defense, you can't just say, "Oh, well, at the time that wasn't a good defense." It's the same defense.
That's
it's
not
the
what
same
I'm saying.
team.
I'm saying the Colts
always say
offense,
at the time that they beat them.
Defense is better than Seattle's offense.
I just hate when you use that time comparison. When they beat them, if a team is healthy, if they're hurt, I get it. If they're injured, yes, then you beat them when they're hurt. I get the excuse. But if you say, "Oh, but the Packers beat the Broncos beat the Packers, at week 15," that doesn't mean anything because they didn't do it in week 12. It's like this doesn't make sense.
Simply what I'm saying. The Colts offense with Daniel Jones is better than Seattle's offense with Sam Darnold. That's all I'm saying. I just said at the time because they played week 2 and Daniel Jones is healthy. That's why I said at the time. Because if I say right now, it's
I'm going to argue on that. I'm not going to argue against my team. That's a good way to shut me up.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why you're arguing against your team.
That was a nice chess move by Zach. Wow.
Yeah, he just played a "I like your team" kind of thing, and
I like your team card. Yeah. But then I like when Jared does when Zach talks about the Chargers.
If they
when the Chargers beat the Broncos, yeah.
If they play Denver, Denver's defense is good enough to shut down Seattle's offense.
Yeah, I mean the Colts' defense was good enough to shut down Seattle's offense. So I mean, their defense is great though. I mean, I get your point, but I still think it's crazy for you guys to make me feel stupid for believing in the Seahawks.
No,
I believe in Denver now. I believe.
Yeah, now this is the first week where I'm like, yeah, Denver could win it.
Bernie, your thoughts too. This is the best game I've ever seen Bo Nix play, and maybe I've been a little bit of a Bo Nix hater, but I was shocked. I was impressed.
My opinion on what exactly?
Bo Nix, Broncos. Do you believe?
From what I saw, I don't believe personally as strongly as other teams in the AFC. I think their defense looked great-ish. I also thought their offense looked great-ish. I think they took advantage of a lot of things that they should have taken advantage of, but I didn't see them just dominate on either side of the ball. And that's kind of maybe it's just the Packers because maybe it's just a bad matchup. But I'd like to see them do that again this week. I don't know. I
think Jacksonville is going to be a nice one. Both at home, albeit, but should be good. Who are your what? Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I don't know.
I'd say all AFC teams have looked horrible at times. Denver's probably the best one. But.
The thing I'm saying about almost every single NFL team is I don't know who's good. I don't know who's bad either. Because you could have a team who looks phenomenal one week and then gets kicked in the pants the next week. So I think from the AFC, I think it's hard to not say the Broncos because they've been consistently fine, because I haven't seen them have like the really high fluctuations. They've just been consistently like good. I look at the NFC. I really don't know. I think you have to go with the Rams at this point because they've been
That's where I'm at.
the most consistent. Like the Packers have had really great weeks, and they've had bad weeks, and the same thing you could say for the Bears and the Seahawks. So I think those would be my two favorites, just because they've been the most consistent, and I haven't seen I've seen some amazing weeks from some teams, but I haven't seen like bad weeks from those two teams.
I still think
Where's
the
New
Eagles
England
can be a
compared to Denver?
top two, to be honest.
Yeah,
They've looked pretty good recently, so that
Their
could be
offense has to figure it
competition
out.
for the Rams.
Their offense has been horrible. If they play like they have been, their game, they might lose like first round. But
Yeah.
where is New England compared to Denver? Because they lost to Buffalo, but I mean they played well.
They
right?
still look.
They were up
good in
21-0,
the
right?
second
Yep.
Yeah, and then they Josh Allen magic, right? That's
It's not only that though, because Drake May had 20 points, fantasy points. That is 20 points in the first half. He ended with 21.
Yeah.
You know, like he did absolutely nothing after like the first quarter. Literally, I mean, Travion Henderson helped a lot with two
Buffalo's
big runs, but
defense, guys, I do want to note this. Buffalo's defense has been timely in their turnovers and when they've been able to make big plays, especially with Joey Bosa. We think about let's go that Cincy game with the pick six and and that, and causing some mayhem there with Burrow. Here they get a turnover as well, and they were actually outgained from a yard perspective in this game. But again, it kind of comes down to when this defense they're getting stops on third down. New England was 5 for 10 on third down. So, for example, they've been really able to got stop on fourth down. It's been things like that where this defense has made timely stops, but it hasn't been pretty. We know that from the yard standpoint, 385 yards for New England, but I think that's going to be a consistent thing for Buffalo is if they can get timely defensive stops, which for this unit it seems tough to do, but they've consistently done it these last few weeks, which could hopefully lead to some push here for the playoffs.
I saw a scenario. Somebody obviously just throwing stuff out there. What if this offseason, right, Mike McDaniel gets fired?
Okay.
Probably not like that out of left field, right? That could definitely happen. And then say like Atlanta or like one of these teams that looks for a head coach, Robert Saleh, head coach, Mike McDaniel, offensive coordinator. You're basically bringing back the old San Francisco coordinators from the Super Bowl days.
Like to Arizona, let go of Gannon. McDaniel get quarterback because Atlanta's not going to want to pivot off Penix. I mean, you could say Penix and Tua both lefties. I mean, you could kind of try to make that, but I still feel like they're totally different quarterbacks. I think that's a lazy comp. But
would you rather have Penix or Arizona's situation at quarterback? Penix has been fine, right?
The partial Achilles tear or what he's dealing with right now, the uncertainties there is glaring. But
what if Tampa Bay moves on?
Tampa's not going to move on. What if Cincy moves on from Taylor? I think that would be an intriguing. Imagine that. Imagine bringing that unit. So
with Burrow, Chase,
that would be the coolest. So like I didn't even mention that one, but I seriously think, and I want to actually talk about that when we get more in the offseason, guys. I seriously think there's probably like 8 vacancies. Maybe we'll see. Like from that standpoint,
Steichen's going to get fired.
Really?
No.
He went from coach of the year. He has the highest odds on Kelce. If you want to use Kelce, highest odds to be fired in the offseason.
No way.
Yeah, he went from the highest odds to win coach of the year to like one of the highest odds of being fired.
I feel like Gannon.
If they end 8-9, they start 7-1 and they end 8-9.
But you can't do that after you go. What was it 7-3 or whatever with Daniel Jones and then?
Yeah, sure, but I'm just saying
they get an OC job right away.
8-9 or 9-8 the last 3 years. They haven't been good enough to like make the playoffs and win a game.
He literally might be like get a head coach job again this offseason if that happens.
Stefanski's my other guy who I think would go from if they parted ways. I mean, there's no way anyone blames Stefanski. But let's say Cleveland starts from scratch, like just mutual. I think it'd be best for both parties at this point. I'm honestly at the point where Stefanski I think would get hired too in a heartbeat as well. I think obviously that team hasn't had the results, but
There's
there's a lot of
Deshaun Watson. Is he gonna like actually play again? He's cleared.
not this season.
I mean, like next year, will he get a starting quarterback job?
No, I think Kirk Cousins will.
Kirk Cousins might retire, dude. Like,
I think he'll get
he's
on.
gonna be playing next year.
It's 37.
That would be the most Colts thing to do is trade for another 30, 35 plus year old.
The Colts should bring back Brissett.
I don't hate it.
No, the Colts should start Richardson these
I
last
think
3
Richardson's
games
gotta
to see if
start.
he's actually
Yeah.
capable of doing anything.
I
And
think
then if he
Richardson,
plays
they
well,
gotta get, if they get eliminated, Jared, they gotta start him.
they can't get eliminated until they'd have to lose this week and next week to get eliminated.
But then they start him
If
last
they-
week.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
he's
yeah.
this
If they lose
weekend,
this week,
There's no scenarios this week they get eliminated.
if they lose this week and they win out, they still have over a 50% chance to make the playoffs.
I mean, are they like the 7th seed right now?
They are the 8th
The
seed
8th
right
seed.
now.
8th seed. So who's? I didn't
Because
think
Houston
this
and
was-
Jacksonville both play like the Broncos and like the Chargers, and then the Colts still play Houston and Jacksonville.
But
I guess if they win their games.
And
mean,
they have the tiebreaker over the Chargers. So if the Chargers lose 2 and the Colts win 2, we're in there out. So
right? The Chargers are what, 2 games up, right?
Correct. Chargers are 10-4.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
if Chargers win, Houston wins, Indianapolis loses, are they out then this week?
no, because the Colts still play Houston. If
Exactly,
Houston
division
wins, they'd have
matchups
10 wins.
make it possible still.
Yeah.
That's all. It's just because they have the head-to-heads. Like,
They
If the
still
Colts
have-
win out, they have a 97% chance to make it. If they lose this week and win the last 2, they have a 49% chance.
Do they still have a
So
shot?
If they
at the
win,
division?
I mean, Jacksonville has to lose 2. Yeah, Jacksonville has 10 wins.
So Jacksonville has to lose 2,
Two.
and Colts win 2
Win
and
3.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And then
It's still
just-
possible, but we'd have to, yeah. I mean, if we win this week and Jacksonville loses, and then we beat Jacksonville the week after, and Houston loses one of those games, we're in first.
You have to beat Jacksonville and Houston to have a chance. At the
Yeah,
division.
I'm just saying, yeah. If we beat Jacksonville and we win this week, we'd be in first. If Jacksonville loses this week, which is a long
Just
shot.
saying, I need JT not to put up over like 30 fantasy points this week, so that'd be great. if he
No,
did.
I need him to put up like 60.
Won't happen. You guys' thoughts on one thing I want to talk about too before we wrap up was the Tua news this morning. Tua will be benched. Quinn Ewers is going to be starting the rest of the season. Zach Wilson will be the backup. Tua will be the emergency third quarterback. Is there time up in Miami? That's kind of my question.
It's Mike McDaniel trying to save his job, trying to blame Tua.
Or the owner
Correct
told him,
placement. Terrible.
Hey, we're not trying to.
Yeah, it's been bad, but like McDaniel's one of the worst coaches that we've seen recently. Like he's awful. How don't you hurry up that offense?
Here's
Playing for your season, and you're gonna huddle up and take all 40 seconds of the play clock, and
I'm with Jared on that.
it was awful.
That was not a great showing for Mike McDaniel last night. But I wouldn't say holistically his tenure in Miami has had some successes from, they had some nice starts and whatnot.
is he the guy from like just looking from the outside? It looks like the culture in Miami isn't there, right? I mean,
that's been
it's
reporting.
he strikes me as a guy that's like a great offensive mind, just doesn't have the like head coaching qualities, like establishing the culture, keeping people accountable, managing the rest of the game. So that's why I think he's going to get an offensive coordinator job. If he's paired with somebody that can set the culture.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, they're a playoff team. Obviously they weren't the last 2 seasons, but they were, in 2022 and 23. So it's not like this team was, obviously they've had moments and whatnot, but I just think this team holistically, they're in the messy middle, and they've been there. And look, they got it's going to cost them some money to move off Tua, whatever they do. You'd think Tua would probably get a starting. It's him and Kyler are kind of in a messy spot. I would say Kyler over Tua right now. At least is where I'm at. But maybe I'm even off base with that. I feel actually pretty confident in that. But anyways, just overall the quarterback shakeup too is going to be a story, and it's already starting here. Well, the benching, I know Kyler technically wasn't benched, like he's out with the injury, but it definitely felt a lot like a bench, a soft bench in that regard. But now what we're seeing with Tua announcing that officially today too.
I don't know. Putting Tua as the emergency is kind of disrespectful. Not gonna lie. Like Zach Wilson over him is kind of crazy.
I had to include that.
I mean, Brissett is like he 100% has a starting job somewhere next year, right?
I think so.
He's been that way his whole career.
But
he's been
exactly,
decent.
but
It's just like
they're gonna do what they did with him and Drake May. Somebody's gonna draft him, and then he's gonna start, and then if it gets dicey, they're gonna bring in. So we mentioned Mendoza, we mentioned Moore on the show. There's gonna be a couple other quarterbacks that might come out again. I mentioned Simpson, but among them, there's gonna be somebody who wants, they want to play it slow. I mean, again, we've seen the quarterbacks get rushed into it, then get taken out, and then never get their shot again. Jared knows who I'm talking about. Also Trey Lance too, but just honestly, like there's been instances where we really haven't seen quarterbacks have a consistent timeline to get the quarterback play in, and I feel like if you want to avoid that, like, the Drake May thing ends up actually looking brilliant right now, but we don't know if that played a part in his development or not. So I think
I'm just saying of the options, if you have like, I'm looking at probably Pittsburgh, maybe Arizona, the Colts, like teams that could possibly be like a quarterback away next year. If you're looking at Kirk Cousins, Brissett, Kyler Murray, Tua, you got to take Brissett over those other guys, right? Like he's the top option on the free agent.
It's also inflated because he's throwing the ball 45 times a game. So
yeah,
fantasy numbers.
Cousins intrigues me a little bit more after the last few weeks, but maybe it could be some recency stuff. But if Cousins is playing, with pace and timing, if you think about teams, like it'd have to be a good team around him. I would, and again, I don't want to bring up Sam Darnold again, but not exactly, but it's a lot easier to get out of that contract, Zach, after next season.
Is Arizona going to cut him? Are you
talking about Kyler?
No, Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, I was talking about Cousins. Sorry. Brissett had a team-friendly deal. It was, nothing.
Cousins is obviously, well, Brissett's under contract. Obviously, Cousins is, they can get out of that deal and they're probably going to things like Kyler and Tua. But Brissett is getting, $6 million?
Yeah. I think what will happen, they keep Brissett and they draft somebody and they do the Drake May Brissett thing. That's where I'm at, but
yeah.
Okay. Anything else, guys? Sporkle?
Did you get my email, Drew?
Sure.
No, Bernie, I don't get emails during the show.
Did you find one?
You know that. I did find one. Top 100 rushers of 2018.
Sounds ugly. We could do that.
We could do it? Yeah, I mean, this is top 100. We get 9 minutes, so show will go over a little bit. So for
9
those
minutes is crazy.
Stuck around, you're going to get rewarded with a 9-minute scramble.
It's going to be heavy for the quarterback, right?
This Bo Scarborough hopefully is on here. That would make me excited.
Rex Burkhead is probably on here.
I'm going to put him on. Bernie, we'll need you. I mean, if it was 1988, I'd feel better with you, but 2018.
Yeah, I don't know. That gets dicey.
We'll see how 4 of us look. Look at that. That actually looks kind of nice, having 4 on the side.
Like Marlon Mack, huh?
Cool. Gentlemen?
Are we starting at 1 and going down? Is that the strategy?
Sure. Do that.
I always forget the extra T and Elliott. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Barkley. That Gurley, yeah. Joe Mixon.
Is that Mixon?
Yep. Sorry, I was off on a little.
Carson. Chris Carter.
Carson.
Or Carson. Chris Carson.
Okay.
Henry.
There we go.
Washington.
Oh shoot, not him. It's the other guy.
Is it like Tevin Coleman or something? He might be on here, but
He will be on here.
You might as well put some quarterbacks on here because there's going to be a bunch of Russian quarterbacks here.
or is it straight up running backs?
Denver's Phil Lindsay.
Rushing yards. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Like Aaron Rodgers might be on here.
Chubb.
Is that Chubb? That's not Chubb, is it?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Mahomes is probably
Bell, Le'Veon Bell.
James Conner.
Oh, it's Connor.
Foster.
David Johnson.
There we go. Yeah.
Houston is
Was Frank Gore still in the league at this point?
type in like Latavius Murray and like Freeman,
Murray.
Devontae Freeman.
Eckler.
Royce Freeman, of course, guys.
Type in Frank Gore. I don't think he still was.
I said
Was
Gore
he?
already. I promise.
Eckler.
Do your Smith and your White.
Oh, I
and
didn't say
Miller.
White yet. Thank you.
John Howard.
I mean, there's got to be receivers in here too at some point. Like, I mean, like
Kamara.
Kareem Hunt.
It might be.
Doug
Mitchell.
Martin.
No. Samuel Debo
Who's the Colts running back in 2018?
was
was
it
Rex
Marlon Mack? Was
Burkhead
it?
here?
I already said him.
Did you type in Marlon Mack?
No, sorry.
Yeah. LeGarrette Blunt.
Blunt.
Did you say like Josh Allen? Was he
I
playing?
already have Allen on here, Bernie.
Okay.
Who was the Patriots running back? Am I
Aaron
stupid?
Jones. Was he?
I already have Aaron Jones,
2018?
guys.
Okay.
Was Stevenson still running back at this point?
No, he was not.
No. Montgomery.
Was Mariota a starter at this point, or Tannehill?
There you go. There you go. Good job.
Did you type in Montgomery or no?
Nope, I didn't get him yet.
Was OBJ? I just don't know if he had any rushing yards. Okay.
Sure, type in Wilson. Said it 4 times.
You type in
Can hear you.
Jackson.
Mike's kind of hollow, Zach. Oh.
Lacey.
I bet Tom Brady probably got some rushing yards.
I said Brady already.
Oh,
Who was the quarter? Who was Green Bay's running back?
Oh, okay. I already said White, Zach.
McCoy.
Ty Montgomery.
I already got Montgomery.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Yikes.
Jamal Williams.
There you go. Damian Williams also. McKinnon.
Was Joe Burrow? Was Joe Burrow in the league yet?
No.
No.
He was
no.
2020.
Barely.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Bortles.
Who else on
Pretty important.
Indy?
Carson
Brissett?
Wentz.
Type in Brissett. It might have been Brissett.
Nope.
Mark Ingram.
Is Jacobs on here?
Nope.
No.
He's
I guess it was-
2019.
Naeem
Who's the
Hines.
other running back? Baltimore. Two.
Ingram.
You got Ingram.
Are you
Type in
saying
Hines.
with
I'm
Ingram?
curious.
I can't hear you, Jared.
Type in Hines. Naeem Hines.
Thanks.
Okay.
I feel pretty good already with this, but let's jump into Duke Johnson. See, now we're talking.
Daniel Jones.
I already said Jones.
Ah.
Okay, who is the Washington's?
Kenyon Drake.
Yeah.
Those kind of names. Amir Abdullah. Tariq Cohen.
Fournette.
I already have Fournette.
Washington. Who was Washington's running back?
I'm actually gonna try the name
Do
on.
you think like fullbacks like Kyle Juszczyk even get that many yards?
Kyle
No.
Juszczyk.
That's a lot.
John Kuhn.
What Taysom Hill?
Mm.
There you go.
Oh, Mike wasn't Mike Smith, was it? The Atlanta guy.
Oh, Davis. He's with Seattle then.
That's crazy.
Who's the quarterback for the Browns right now? Watson.
Was it Baker? This is Baker Mayfield's rookie year, right? This should be Kaiser.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Tampa 871.
Cam Newton.
He'll be on here. Nice. We should be able to get the other ones. The New England, Washington had a 1,000-yard guy we didn't get yet. Who's the
That's
guy?
Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, there you go.
Jimmy G.
New England. Who was New England's running back?
I can never spell Garoppolo, guys.
Yeah.
Was Blunt still in the league?
All right, we got Blunt already.
Read that already. Yeah. I'm thinking of Immaculate Grid Legends, Drew. We got Kenyon Drake.
Did you get Tevin Coleman?
Yeah.
I got Dalvin Cook.
New England's got to be Sony Michel.
Derek Carr, perhaps.
I already put Carr in.
Tampa Bay.
Philip Rivers.
Ben Roethlisberger.
I'm just going quarterbacks, you know.
No, I already named a lot of them. I mean, I'm obviously missing my tried.
Dalton? Andy Dalton?
I tried Dalton. Tried Taylor. Tried Wilson.
Yeah.
The other guys are gonna be hard. Baltimore Jets.
Big pull. Carlos Hyde.
I already have Hyde.
Damn.
It's a mini
Do you?
pull. Yeah, it was a mini
he's-
pull, Jared. Kind of sucked.
Where is he?
I don't know. Figure out other names, Jared. You got a minute and a half. Tampa.
Tyreek Hill.
Tried that, I think.
Was Shady McCoy still in the league?
He's on there.
He's on here already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Devin Singletary. How old is he? I don't think he's that old.
I like that guess.
Who are the other old running backs that actually it's probably Gordon.
Well, Matt Breida.
Fitzpatrick. Didn't he lead the Dolphins in rushing one year? I don't know how recent that was.
Who?
Jets.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I think I tried him.
The Jets. Who's the Jets running back?
Mark Sanchez. Is he still playing?
No.
Michael Carter.
Goff.
Tried him. Yeah.
Damn. You tried Johnson, right? Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
Was this Kareem Hunt on the
We
Chiefs
got
at this
Kareem
point?
Hunt already.
I think he is suspended this year, wasn't he?
Ooh, last minute pull. Alfred Morris.
There you go.
Fantasy. 2018 fantasy.
I just got CJ Anderson, Jared. So credit where credit's due. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Rashad Penny. Oh, this looks bad, guys. Gus Edwards. Oh.
Marshawn Lynch.
Deion Lewis. Peyton Barber would not have got. I don't
No.
know. Maybe Alfred
Corey
Blue.
Clement.
Elijah
DJ
McGuire.
Moore.
Josh Allen?
Corey
Raheem
Clement.
Mostert. There are receivers on here. Whoever said, look at that.
Yeah.
Chase Edmonds should have got GOAT. Spencer Ware. Some of these guys.
I mean, the worst one is Marshawn Lynch by far.
Who's Josh Adams?
I know.
He was Philly's running back in 2018.
Deion Lewis, I knew. I fell for that. I fell for a lot of those guys. I knew the messy middle because I fell for Mike Davis.
Jay Ajayi. Wow.
Wendell Smallwood.
What's the name?
I forget.
Jalen Samuels.
Yelled
Didn't he
it.
have the fidget spinner mouth guard?
I don't remember. Corey Clement.
Zach would remember something like that.
I mean, yeah, that's. I was like, oh, well, okay. We actually did pretty good, guys. The average was, the average we were actually under. So, even with 66%,
Nice.
69 was the
We got
average.
4 of us, so we need to get average.
Brutal. Well, that was a good test. We'll have to do receiving yards in that same category next week. That'll be fun.
More time than 9 minutes, yeah.
9 minutes made it tough, but also kept the show going. We're over an hour here now, so we'll wrap it here. Bernie, thank you for joining us, and that'll wrap it for Zack Rausch, Jared Valleskey, Bernie Van Hoovel, and myself, Drew Skyberg, here on this Wednesday night. Thank you all for listening to yet another episode of Drew Sports Crew, the journey to $1 million, the perfect podcast for you.